Yes, everyone, we are starting with the second chapter, agriculture development. Our chapter 2 name is agriculture. You know, earlier it was said that, and still we are agrarian economy. We are which Indian economy is agrarian economy. And after 1991, there was a rapid increase in industrialization because of the introduction of LPG. That is
liberalization, privatization, globalization.
LPG. So agriculture develop. Yes or no?
Yes.
So chapter 2 totally tells how our agriculture can be developed. What are the factors which are restraining the development process of agriculture? What are the factors that are affecting the development of agriculture? See, India has a good climatic condition which is really needed for a good agriculture. India gets all three seasons: monsoon, rainy and winter. Sorry, monsoon, summer and winter. And all types of crops can be easily cultivated in India. In India, even we give respect to farmer as Annadata. We worship farmer. He is the Annadata because he works hard in the field, so we are able to eat food. If farmers don't work in their field, we will not get food, enough food. There will be scarcity of food. At present, in recent times, Kisan Andolan is going. It is said that Kisan are trying to save their rights. But actually, the real Kisan, who are the real Kisan, they are supporting the MSP policies. Because see, in Gujarat, 60 to 70% population depends on agriculture. But we are not seeing any riots because it is in their benefits. And if the MSP bill comes in the parliament, successfully it is implemented, there will be real agriculture development from my point of view. I am not supporting any idea or any political party. This is just my point of view. So whenever person tries to do some better things, he or she finds some hurdles. It is not that we get the success in first step itself. So whatever bill is going, that is one type of development in agriculture sector. That development can be good or bad. But some things are discussed now in parliament every day regarding this bill. And this Andolan is also going from last 2-3 months. Some are in favor, some are not favoring that thing. So the fight is for agriculture purpose only. Some are having different point of view, some are having different point of view. It's not like that they are right, they are wrong. But everyone is having their own point of view. And everyone's point of view is for the betterment of agriculture. And here in this syllabus, we are going to totally focus about agriculture development. See, first sentence there it is. India is on agricultural country. We know that I said India is agrarian economy. Agrarian economy is the economy which mainly depends on agriculture sector. No doubt we are even having industries and all. But for industries also, directly or indirectly, we have to depend on agriculture. Because the raw material we get from only agriculture. Yes or no?
Yes.
And India's plus point is India has a human resource. And human resource can actively work on the field. For agriculture, many activities has to be performed by farmer himself only. Everything cannot be done through machine. No doubt tractors, bullocks, everything are still used. But some activities which only individual person can do, that cannot be done by machines. In many foreign countries, there are plenty of land available for farming. There are even technology available, but there are less human resource. So they are not able to do, or they don't have a good climatic condition like India. India, see, in every season we have new crops, we have new fruits, we have new vegetables. We have to not depend on any foreign country, and we are not importing any fruits or anything like that. No doubt we import, but not everything. You are getting what I am saying is? The second point they are saying is most of the people earn their living directly or indirectly through agriculture. After independence in agriculture sector, development directed reforms have taken place. See, every government, whoever comes in power, they make some or other changes in the agricultural policies. Every political party who is in power makes ensure that we are doing good than the previous year. Whoever is in the rule, their main aim is that Indian farmer should get maximum benefits. He should not be exploited. There was a time when farmers were exploited badly by the Britishers. They used to force them to produce the crops which they want to sell in the foreign market. Many farmers' land were taken forcefully by the zamindars. Seeing all this criteria after independence, the first priority was given to the agriculture sector, and that time we were even lacking behind in technology and machinery. Still, we are not that good in technology as compared to the foreign countries, but now we have a better position than independence time. The priority was given to agriculture sector because the farmers were badly exploited, and another reason, India was not having any other option other than agriculture to run an economy. Agriculture sector was the topmost priority before independence, during independence, and even after independence. And it should be. Nowadays, government is trying to encourage farmers by giving various schemes. Reason is maximum agricultural lands are now people are selling for commercialization purpose or for residential purpose, and agricultural lands are becoming. See, earlier whatever the area which we were producing or cultivating for the crop has now decreased less than half. Now we don't have that much space which we were having during independence time. Even in your nearby localities you can observe before 10-15 years what was the situation of land and now what it is. Maximum lands are now converted into house or factory or shopping malls or something like that. When you travel from Jamnagar to Khambhalia, now you can see many hotels, many buildings, many shops. Before 15-20 years, that all lands were earlier used only for the purpose of agriculture. You are getting what I am saying is? गुजराती में તમને કહું તો બીજ ખેતી થવા માંડી છે જમીનમાં અત્યારે જલ્દી જલ્દી. The lands are converted for non-agricultural purposes. That is not a good symptom. So now government is encouraging farmers so they don't spoil their status of farmer. What the farmers are thinking? Agricultural land when you convert into non-agricultural purpose, you get a good amount of money in return. તો ફાર્મર શું વિચારે વેચી અને વ્યાજે થશે એ મહેનતની જરૂર નથી. If you sell same land for agriculture purpose, you don't get good return. But when you convert the clause, બિન ખેતીનો clause આવી જાય, you get the good return. કારણ કે ખેતીની જગ્યામાં તમે કંઈ બીજું ન કરી શકો. ખેતીની જગ્યામાં બિન ખેતી થાય તો જ તમે એમાં ઘર બનાવી શકો, બિલ્ડિંગ બનાવી શકો, mall બનાવી શકો, whatever you want to build, you can. If the purpose is changed. No. So through the execution of pilot plans, intensive and extensive efforts have been made to develop agriculture. As a result, India has achieved self-reliance in food grains. Some cash crops have also shown remarkable increase in production. However, expected development has not been achieved due to the inadequate development of agriculture infrastructure. Certain institutional, technological, managerial and financial factors have proved detrimental to the development of agriculture. See, every 5-year plan focus on the agriculture intensive factors as well as extensive factors directly or indirectly. And every government had made some or other efforts for the development of agriculture. For the development of agriculture, see what they are doing. The government planning commission, people all combined should make efforts because agriculture in India economy is of vital importance from various point of view. See, they have given the 5 points. Number 1, everyone read it. 1, 2, 3, start.
Contributes remarkably to national income. In 2013-14, the share of agriculture in total national income was 13.9%.
See, agriculture plays really important role in our national income. As I said earlier, Indian economy is an agrarian economy. We totally depend on agriculture purpose and we earn the income. So maximum people are farmers. Even in your roots, forefathers must be a farmer. If you are not a farmer, but your कोई तो हसे दादा परदादा के कहीं तुम्हारा farmer रही चुका है. तो मैं अत्यारे हो के no. How many are here sitting as a farmer? Yes, that's good. And how we become farmer? अगर आपका दादा परदादा farmer हो, तो ये ना द्वारा आपने farmer continue रही सकते. Next, second point is from the
Point of view in 2001, 56.7% people were occupied in primary sector, that is agriculture and other ancillary activities. The secondary sector, industries and tertiary sector, service sector provided less employment than agriculture.
see, there was a time when I was learning in school. आज ये तेरा 56% आया ना? More than 70% were working in agriculture or primary sector. Primary sector also comes under agriculture. The figures are now changed. 70 થી 56.7 બતાડી દીધું 2001 માં. એના પછી હજી reduce થયું હશે. We don't have that data here. So now government is trying કે પાછું agriculture ઉપર જવું જોઈએ. And agriculture માં જેટલા માણસોની જરૂર હોય એટલી ફેક્ટરી ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીમાં જરૂર ન હોય. એટલે agriculture જેટલું એમ્પ્લોયમેન્ટ ફેક્ટરી ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીઝ આપી ન શકે. Next, 1, 2, 3, start.
From exports point of view, today's share in the total exports of the country, the share of agriculture was 70%. If agriculture development rate goes up, exports of the agriculture sector would also go up. More foreign exchange can be earned by exporting agricultural produce.
See, અત્યારે ટોટલ એક્સપોર્ટ થાય છે ને 70% એક્સપોર્ટ્સ ક્યાંના હોય છે, કયા પ્રોડક્ટ્સના હોય છે? એગ્રીકલ્ચર પ્રોડક્ટ્સ. This share can increase more if agriculture sector goes up. અત્યારે આપણે જેટલા કરીએ છીએ એના કરતાં વધારે એક્સપોર્ટ થઈ શકે. એનો મતલબ કે in foreign market we have demand of our goods, agriculture products, but we are not able to meet up, cope up with that demand, and we are trying to export maximum we can, and we can more export if our agriculture production increases. ફોરેન માં ડિમાન્ડ છે પણ આપણા કન્ટ્રીની ડિમાન્ડ પૂરી ન થાય ત્યાં સુધી આપણે ફોરેન માં ન મોકલીએ. આપણા ઘરની બહાર 10 ભિખારી બેઠા છે જમવા માટે પણ આપણા ઘરના બધા જમીને પછી જમાડશું ને. Yes or no? Concept is પહેલા charity begins at home. દાન ધર્મની શરૂઆત આપણા ઘરમાં ભૂખ્યા લોકો હોય ને બારે તમે ધર્મા લોકો એનો કઈ મતલબ એટલે કન્ટ્રીની ડિમાન્ડ પૂરી થઈ જાય પછી તમે એક્સપોર્ટ કરો, ધેટ ઇઝ ઓકે. એટલે હજી પ્રોડક્શન થાય તો કન્ટ્રીની ડિમાન્ડ પૂરા થયા પછી હજી સરપ્લસ વધે તો આપણે હજી એક્સપોર્ટ્સ વધારી શકીએ, પણ આપણું એગ્રીકલ્ચર નું હજી વધી નથી રહ્યું. ક્લિયર? નેક્સ્ટ. various examples given. Jute છે, ટેક્સટાઇલ છે, સુગર છે, આ બધી ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રી કોની ઉપર ડિપેન્ડન્ટ છે? એગ્રીકલ્ચર નું પ્રોડક્શન ઠપ, આ બધાનું પ્રોડક્શન પણ ડાયરેક્ટલી છે. હું કહું કે મારે જલેબી ખાવી છે તો મેંગો લઈ આવવો પડશે ને કે જલેબી બની જાય નહીં બને. સેમ મારે શુગર બનાવી છે તો મારે શુગર કેન ઉગાડેલી હશે તો શુગર બનશે ને. શુગર કેન નથી હોય તો શુગર નું પ્રોડક્શન પોસિબલ. What is last part?
To maintain reasonable price level, agriculture is very useful. In other words, it contributes in maintaining overall price level and price stability. Supply of grains and cash crops can be increased, and even if demand goes up, relative stability can be maintained.
અહીંયા શું વાત થાય છે? રીઝનેબલ પ્રાઇસ જી છે તે મેન્ટેન થાવી ન સમજો કે પ્રાઇસ ઉપર જાય નીચે જાય ક્યારે જ્યારે પ્રોડક્શનમાં ફરક હશે તો. પણ એગ્રીકલ્ચરના પ્રોડક્ટ્સ બરાબર બનેલા હશે એમાં કંઈ ફરક પડશે. જેટલી ડિમાન્ડ છે એટલી સપ્લાય થાય તો બહુ પ્રાઇસ વધશે કે ઘટશે પણ. એટલે તો કોરોના ટાઈમ્સમાં ક્યાં એટલા બધા પ્રાઇસ વધ્યા કોઈ વસ્તુનો? જે લોકોને ડર હતો કે નહીં હોય તો ભાવ વધવા માંડશે પણ એવું કઈ ફરક પડ્યો? જેમ ચાલતું હતું એમ જ ચાલે છે ને એટલું બધું કઈ ઇન્ક્રીઝ થયું? નેક્સ્ટ.
Therefore, it is necessary to accelerate the development of agriculture. However, recently the Agriculture Infrastructure Fund has been set up. Agriculture credit is provided at 2% less interest than ELR. Other important measures recently taken are agriculture channels, wholesalers related to agriculture, Kisan Credit Card Scheme, setting up Kisan Commission, etc. All these efforts have been undertaken to make agriculture revolution intensive as well as extensive.
સી કેટલી ફેસિલિટીઝ આપી છે. 2% લોન, ક્રેડિટ, કિસાન કાર્ડ, સમજાય છે તમને એગ્રીકલ્ચર? એના પછી રિસેન્ટલી તમને ખબર હોય તો હમણાં કંઈક નવી સ્કીમ ચાલુ થઈ છે બધા ખેડૂતને 2000 આપે. સમૃદ્ધિ યોજના, કિસાન સમૃદ્ધિ યોજના. જેટલા ખાતેદાર છે એ બધાને 2000. પેલા લેન્ડ ઉપર આપણે એમ નહીં કેટલા લેન્ડમાં ખાતેદાર છે એ બધાને 2000. એવરી 3 months or 4 months they are giving. વર્ષના 6000. Yes or no?
Yes.
Just to make them realize you are really important for a country. સમજાય છે તમને? એ તો કેટલી સ્કીમો છે જે ખેડૂતો માટે ચાલુ કરવામાં આવી છે. Now I want you all to write this 5 points which we discussed in detail.